everybody, it's Millie with Crafting in My PJs. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. So today we are going to work on some Father's Day cards. Now, this channel is dedicated to quick, easy crafts that anybody can do without any kind of artistic talent. And I am devoting today's cards specifically to that. No artistic talent required, no major tools required. You just need some cardstock, some paper, maybe some glue, some scissors, and you're there. And you can make some beautiful handmade cards for the father or the father figure in your life for Father's Day. Now, of course, anything we do on these cards can be modified to fit any occasion. You can make a birthday card with these. You can make a get well card using these same techniques and these same styles. Also in these cards, we're going to put inserts so that a gift card can be slipped into the card and it'll be stabilized in there. It won't go flopping around when they open up the envelope. So before we get down to the table, if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you are not a subscriber, consider subscribing to my channel. I'd so appreciate it. And if everybody can consider giving this video a thumbs up, I would love that. That would be great. And any comments would be great too. All right, so let's get down to the table. All right, so to make our cards, we need a few basic supplies. Now remember, like I said in the intro, these are beginner cards for people who have very few card making supplies. So anybody could do this, because if you don't have a cutter or whatever, then you can absolutely use a pair of scissors. That's just how it is. So the first thing we're going to need is some sort of solid cardstock. I picked a few colors, a few basic colors that I thought would match my stickers. And I also have some white as well. And then I took my Word program on my computer and I just made up some different Father's Day words, some different Father's Day sentiments to go on the inside of the cards. There you go. And I have some extra white because I think we're going to be using that. And then the other thing is I went into my scrapbooking stash and I pulled out some colored paper, some patterned paper that I thought might be used in this project. These we're going to make 3 cards today, so in those projects. Now you can buy scrapbooking paper at Michael's or Joann's, open stock on the rack. Just buy it sheet by sheet, or you can look for sales and you can get some pads, paper pads. The problem with paper pads is that comes out way cheaper, but you have maybe a lot of patterns in there that you might not ever use. So that's up to you. And then the other thing that we're going to decorate with is some stickers, and these are all, dang light, these are all from Dollar Tree. This is one I already started with a piece on. This one is not from Dollar Tree. Recollections, who is that? Probably Michael's. Anyway, things I already had. Do you have to have stickers? No, but they do come in handy for decorating. All right, so let's get started. Oh, so the other thing is I do have a paper trimmer, but I could also use a pair of scissors without a problem. And I need some sort of adhesive. So hold on a second, I have to go find my adhesive. I'll be right back. Okay, so these are the 2 adhesives we are going to use today. One is the stick glue, the Scotch Create. It's permanent and it is photo safe. We're not using photos, but That's kind of nice. And then this is one of my favorite adhesives to use in paper crafting, and that's the Scotch double stick tape. It's the one with the yellow label. You can get it on Amazon or at Sam's if you have a Sam's in your area. I think you can still get it at Sam's. I haven't been to Sam's in a while. Anyway, it comes 6 to a pack. Oh, I don't have it. I had a new pack I bought. 6 to a pack, and it's about $20, and that's the best deal. I ended up getting these on this one on Amazon, the pack I have, the new pack. All right, so let's get started. When we're making a card, you have a choice, and we're going to start with this red right here. You have a choice with a card. You can make one, and this is just 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Michael's, Joann's. I have not seen it at Dollar Tree, though my friend swears she has. I have not. All right, so you can take this 8.5 by 11 and you can fold it in half, and that would give you a 5.5 by an 8.5 card. Typically, what I do is I cut these in half. So, you know, it's 11, so I'm going to go to 5.5. There we go. And now I'm going to make 2 cards with it. So, we're going to fold one in half, just like that. And we're going to score this fold really nice. So now we have a card. Now the easiest way, the easiest way to do this is to just then take a piece of patterned paper. And I think because I chose this very patriotic paper to use, I'm going to have to put it this way. This is kind of the way the paper sits. All right, so our paper, our card is 5.5 by 4.25. So I want to cut my patterned paper down just 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So I'm going to do 5.25 by 4. And that will give us a little bit of that red peeking through. There you go. Let me pull you back just a little bit. There you go. All right, so see, once I center this on there, I can just see, now I need to bring you back, just a little bit of that red. Look how pretty that is. All right, so let's come back a little bit. We're going to go ahead and we're going to tape this down. Look how pretty that paper is on the back. This is double-sided paper. Double-sided paper is nice. It's more expensive. But this came in some kit, and I'm pretty sure I received the kit for free at a crop some years ago. It's not something I would have necessarily purchased, but a lot of times when you go to scrapbook paper crafting events, they people do some you know, giveaways and swaps and things. Our scrapbooking event is coming up. So I'm going to cut this now 5.25 inches. Let's hopefully I don't mess this up. I am using a strip out of that, off of this paper. That'll be wide enough, and I'm just turning it over. And that's what's really nice about this pattern paper, and that's double-sided, is that everything kind of coordinates. So I'm giving a little break to this very busy front of the card. And there we go. So none of this has taken much skill, just basically cut and tape. So now we're going to take, where did I put it? Oh, I have my stickers, and I want this dad. But I think that the dad is going to blend right in. So I am going to stick it to the back of this white first, and then I'm going to hand cut it out, just leaving a little bit of a border. so that it will show, because see, it is kind of busy, right? So I can either put this right here, I can put it up here, I can put it wherever I want. All right, so I am going to just stick it right on here, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut around quickly. And I'm not going to go inside of the little divots. I just want to leave a basic white background so that it kind of stands out a little bit. And another thing I could do if I had done it to some of the other pieces is I could use some ink from an ink pad and I could ink the edges. All right, so I've given it a little bit of a frame. There we go. And if I wanted to, I could even take some red and do like a double frame, but that's okay. Easy, quick. All right. Now what I can do, I'm just going to put Dad right there in the middle. What I can do is I can take, where is my, I can take my Happy Father's Day. I think I like this one. I can take that and we will put that on top of this banner right there. All right, so I have Dad, Happy Father's Day. I do like this patriotic theme paper. I don't use that too much. And I should. Now I could center it, I could put it on the side, off center it, but I think I'm going to leave it just like that. And then, like I said, I made some sentiments. So I think I have these specifically for people. All right, so let me do some cutting out. All right, so you can definitely, here we'll cut a little bit off the bottom. So you can definitely make some sentiment using your, see, and then just right in there. Using your printer, your computer and your printer. If you don't have that, then take a marker and write something nice inside this card for the person you're giving it to. Just like that. Now, if I wanted to turn, well, I guess we'll talk about that. I was going to put some money holders, make some of my cards into money holders. But I tell you what, we'll do that at the end. How about that? All right, so that is card number 1. All right, so the next card we're going to do is where's my white? I'm doing it on white. Is a little bit more of a card, but that's okay. All right, 6. All right, so it should be 5.5. I don't want a whole inch, but I do want maybe 3/4. So let's do 6.25. All right. Let's try again. Fold. Oh, that's dirty on that side. So let's fold this way. Just like that. All right, and we are doing 3/4 of an inch. Which I'm going to mark there. And there. Yeah, that's a little bit better. 3/4 of an inch, guys. That's what you need. And it's actually a fraction more because it's there's a little space on the ruler. All right, so the back of the card here, we're just going to cut it off. But here, let's see. This is how wide? 4.25. So let's put a mark at, let's try 1 and let's try 3. 1 and 3. All right. So we are going to cut straight across, but I'm going to stop at the 1 and I'm going to stop at the 3, and then the inside of the card, the back, I'm going ahead and cut that all the way off. because we don't need that. And I will cut it at the crease. All right, so I cut 3/4 of an inch off on the back. So this is the same size. This part is the same size as this card. This is the one we made before. But I have this extra up here. Now let's get rid of our, and it's basically 1 inch and an eighth, I guess is the word. All right, and so we are going to fold this over. Just now, this is not going to fit in your standard envelope. So we're going to fold. We're going to make our little points meet. Oh, let me get you closer. Our little points meet in the middle right there. So it's going to be a little taller. You'd have to make maybe your own envelope. Or I guess I could have gone even further down. So I could cut off the bottom. There you go. I could do that. I could cut off the bottom. So what is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be 5.5. So let's look at our slicer. So 5.5. I'm going to put the top at 5.5. There we go. And just cut it off. There we go. Now it will fit in an envelope. It will fit in one of our regular envelopes. All right, there we go. All right, oh, a little uneven there. I don't like uneven. There. Now, in case you haven't figured, this looks like a shirt. This is supposed to look like a shirt. So I would like to make a tie to go in under my collar down, and I can take some tape and put that down, but for right now it's just going to stay right where it is. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of this patterned paper, and let's see, this is approximately 1.5 inches here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a slice, 1.5 inches slice. 1.5 inches. Let's bring it back a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right, there's my tie. Well, it's the beginning of my tie. It's going to go right under here, under the collar, and it's going to end about here on this line. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Now, I promised you no artistic talent. Oops, wait, I got rid of the wrong one. I promised you no artistic talent. This really isn't artistic talent, y'all. You can handle this. All right, so a tie comes to a point at the end. So I'm just freehanding cutting a point like that. And it doesn't matter if it's a little wonky, that's all right. And then it ties in like a knot right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut from up here and go in and go in. There we go. Then I'm going to take where I cut to, and I'm just going to kind of angle it out. There's really no art to this. There you go. All right, I find this a little wonky, so I'm going to come up and just trim it out. There we go. All right, so there I have my tie. Now, if this is something you like doing and it takes you a while to get what you want, then go ahead and definitely, oh, look how cute. Definitely go ahead and make a template, and then you don't have to agonize over if you make a couple of these. You can just use your template. I'm not worried about that. I only have one male person that is a tie wearer that I'm going to give this to. So, all right, so I'm just going to tape that down. And I I could leave this here to give it a little bit of dimension, but what I think I might do is I might tape it back in the back. So this kind of sticks out a little bit, but it stays folded. Give it that faux look. Faux three dimension. All right, so now we have a cute little shirt. I could round these edges a little bit. I don't have my corner rounder here, but I think what I might do is just use my scissors and give it just a little rounding on the edge. And I think it needs something. It needs something on the shirt, you know, a pocket. All right, so what I did was I went and got an ink pad. This is speckled egg. You can use the edge of a marker and kind of get the same effect. I just wanted to give a little bit of color to this, and this all should be done before you glue anything down. But we're gonna try and modify it a little bit. And I really need a little bit darker blue for the blue, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. I don't know what it is about inking edges, but they just add something. It just adds a little bit. And I never was a fan of inking until recently. Okay, I'm not a fan of speckled egg either. I think it's so light, it's disturbing me. Okay, so this double stick tape is permanent, but in the beginning, if you catch it soon enough, then you can do things to it without making too much of a mess. I did go ahead and round the bottom. Just because I had rounded the top, I liked having it symmetrical. So let's get that. And I don't think I'm going to worry about the inside. I still think we need something. Give it a little bit of color maybe. All right, so I'm just going to give it a little shirt and maybe a little pocket. Yeah, there we go. Nothing dramatic. And we're going to take our Happy Father's Day. We're going to put it here. Now what I could do is I could take some foam tape and I could make this a little stick up a little bit so it has some dimension to it, but I did promise you fairly easy Father's Day cards. All right, so there we go. There's our shirt here. Oh, and I do have my sentiments that go on the inside, and I will cut these down and ink those edges before I put them in. All right, so I'm going to put that on the side. That's number 2. Okay, so for our third card, I took a piece of this tan, beige, light brown cardstock, cut it in half, folded it. We're going to use it long way. And then on I had from Dollar Tree some beachy themed stickers. Now I didn't really want beach per se. I wanted kind of the fishing, but that's okay. It really came out beachy. All right, so then I took a piece of white cardstock and I cut it 5.5 inches long, 5.25 inches long, and 1.5 inches wide. And I spaced my stickers out evenly on there, and that will go right here. So let's go ahead and tape that down. Now, I really want to make sure my edges stay down on this. So I am going to put a little bit more tape than I typically do. And the reason for that is I really want this grid pattern to stay the background which is the white, to stay down. So let's put that there. Okay. And I'm centering and placing. Want to come a little closer and see? There we go. So it gives me this edging right here. I did not ink anything. You can, for sure. All right, then I'm going to take the big fish, which I had to be really careful with because he did not cut. He was just slightly off here. I'm just going to show. He was very wide. And so I had to basically cut way down to his, to the sticker. I couldn't leave a whole lot of extra room, but I do get that 1/8 of an inch that I can put there. All right, there we go. Now I have my Happy Father's Day that I printed out on my computer, and I'm going to put that centered in the middle. There we go. All right, there you go. Look how cute. Oops, look how cute that came out. Again, I have a sentiment to go on the inside that I have printed on the computer right there. And so that will go on the inside. Let me just slice this up so I know that this one goes here. That's who this one's for. So, oh, I kind of slice that sort of. Usually I give myself a little bit more room. That's all right. We will just cut it way down. Now, what if you wanted to make a money holder to go in any of your cards? Well, money holders are not hard. Not money holders. Gift cards. So this is the size of a gift card. Let's see. It is almost 3.5 inches by 2 1/8. So let's write that down because I have to write everything down. So we're going to write 3.5, 3.5 by, writing that sucker down, by, let's put 2 1/4, 2.25. Okay, so in order to make a gift card holder, of course I'm not going to send one of the boys to Love to Play, though they would absolutely love to take their children to Love to Play because their kids love to go to Love to Play. So the first thing we could do is just take a piece of, let's take a, like maybe this, just a piece of coordinating paper. We're going to put it on here and let's see. It's going to go around. We're going to put some tape on the ends right here, and that will hold our gift card in. This is like a belly band. If you do any kind of junk journaling, let's see if I did it enough. Kind of close there. I can pull that over just a touch. And snug enough, it will fit in there just like that, and that will hold it. So there you go. Gift card holder number 1. All right. And then on our second one, I just still think I need to do something to my shirt. All right, so let's put something on the inside right here. I'm going to cut it maybe 3 inches. Let's do 3 inches. There we go. 3 inches by there, whatever that is. 3 by 3. Let's be even here. 3 by 3. 3. Okay. 3 by 3. Now, you could either adhere this down just like this, and this would fit in like a pocket. You could do that. Or, yeah, let's do that on this one. Let's do that on this one. Let's just make it like a pocket. All right, I am going to round my edges a little bit, round my edges, since that seems to be the theme of this card, is rounded edges. All right, and I do have enough that I have to watch my tape. Let's see. Yep, I can do a full. So, full piece of tape here. Full piece of tape here. And full piece of tape at the bottom. You just don't want that card to come out, but there we go. All nice and neat. And then my card slips in, and I have a cute card holder in there. Okay, wait, I can't lose my words. All right, there you go. There's a card holder for card number 2. And then I want to do a gift card holder in here. Now, let's take, what do I have scraps of? I guess I'm trying not to, you know. All right, so I have some red. So again, I'm going to go 3 by 3. 3 seems to be a good size. 3. And I'm going to go maybe 3.5 on this side. And then, so I've got 3 by 3.5. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut across. In fact, I might cut across this way. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm making a pocket. So there you, oops. So there you go. I cut across like this. Gonna put it right here. One. And this I could definitely use some other adhesive, but I really want this to be dry. And then a little piece here. All right, and that will go right here, and that's a corner pocket, and that will hold my gift card just like that. Just enough room. So when you open it up, there's that Home Depot gift card or wherever. All right, so let's see. So we have 3. I'm going to take my, and I didn't do my sentiments yet in all of them. So I have 3 easy peasy, no stress Father's Day cards. Move all my trash out the way. There you go. That didn't take any major tools, just scissors and glue, and there you go. And some paper and some stickers and a printer maybe. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the Father's Day cards to go with your Father's Day gifts that we made a couple days ago. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I will see you later. Bye.